When I talk and I say, okay, I work in Saudi Arabia, they're like, oh, how is the sector, like the filmmaking sector? And I'm like, no, it's great, guys. Actually, like, there are a lot of production companies, a lot of people like working. I have a lot of like small videographers coming with their cameras, you know, because sometimes we shoot a small videos, like coverage, and they're doing great. Like, so I think what's needed, you were right, there are like this funny, you have this like Arabic funny style videos, movies which came from YouTube as well a lot. Right? And now it's like into filmmaking.
Hello, dear viewers and listeners, and welcome to Podcast Show. Our guest today is Anastasiya Rikova. She is a producer and director from Portugal. Welcome. Very honored and happy to have you with us.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be with you today.
Thanks a lot. So much I wanna know. We talked before we began. I've read about you, your career. It's been Portugal, UK, now the kingdom is Saudi Arabia. How did you end up in Saudi Arabia? What happened? I want that story.
So one day I was contacted by a director actually, and she texted me on Facebook, and she told me there is a Saudi film festival.
Okay.
I want to go. Because
that was when? That was like a couple of years ago, or
it was
more?
like about 4 years ago, I'd say.
Okay, yeah.
3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And it was summer, I remember. And it was June or July. I remember it was very, very hot. And she told me, let's go to Saudi because I want to shoot a film in Saudi.
Okay.
And I want to look for some money. And she was actually a jury as well on this, one of the members of the jury. And I said, okay, why not? And
jury, you mean the... okay, yeah. Okay,
yeah, so it was a film festival. It's actually like there are two big film festivals. It's a Red Sea Film Festival and Saudi Film Festival, which one is in Jeddah, one is in Al-Khubar. Khubar, Dammam or Al-Khubar.
I'm not sure, but I'm sure there's one in Jeddah. The
Red Sea.
The Red Sea Festival, it's phenomenal. And then there's the Saudi Film Festival, which I believe it's in Riyadh, if I'm not mistaken.
No,
I wish I was Joe Rogan. I would say Jamie, Abir, Saudi Film Festival, where is it? That'd be fun.
Yes, so we went there, and I'm very spontaneous person.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, why not? It's a new thing. Let's explore it.
Yeah.
And then we came, and it was my first time experience plus 45 outside.
Was your first time? You never came to Saudi Arabia before.
Never.
Did you have any knowledge about it, about Vision 2030, about what's going on in the kingdom? Before, like, were you updated about it? Or?
I've heard that things were changing.
Okay.
I
didn't know deeply.
No, I didn't know deeply, and I was very surprised, to be honest. So it was like...
So you land where, in Riyadh or in Jeddah first time?
Where I landed.
Like you guys came to...
To Dammam.
To Dammam. Okay.
To Dammam.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then, so we went directly to... There was a gathering in the hotel, and then... There is this building. Oh my God, what's the name of it? Where this festival is happening?
Yeah.
I'm sure your listeners know it.
Well, they will know it. They'll know for sure. They're probably more oriented about this.
Sorry, this name will come. So, and then we spent a couple of days there. I think it was about 5 days. We watched movies. There was also like an exhibition. And then I saw, okay, wow, there are actually a lot of like companies who are working in this industry, right? So we spent some days there, just always inside. And then we moved back. I came back to Portugal. We were pitching the movies.
Yeah.
And on that festival, I met some Saudi
Okay.
people.
Yeah.
And then it was...
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
What was your impression, like, when you first came and saw like, when you first engaged with the community itself, right? You first came, saw it. What was your impression? What was your reaction? Was it what you expected, or were you like, yeah, I know it would be like this?
As I told, my first shock was the weather. I think it's like the shock for the foreign people.
The humidity, yeah.
The humidity,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah, it was so hot.
Then I was very surprised that everyone was like super nice, you know? And a lot of people speak English, which for me it was very surprising. And sometimes I really love it, how a Saudi speaks like in Arabic and then they like introduce an English word. I love this. And they like, and it's like a mix, you know? And then they say Yani, and then they like introduce, and I'm like, okay. So this, I liked it a lot. Like I liked that it was easy for me to make friends, you know? And then we made some connections. And then I moved back, and then one Saudi producer, he was like, I'm going to London, I want to shoot a commercial, can you help me on this? I was like, yeah, sure. And they came to London, and we shot a commercial for them, and we did it like, we didn't have permissions, and he was like, I want to shoot next to Big Ben. I was like, yeah, sure, no worries. So we had a camera like this guerrilla style. So we shot like a small commercial. His name is Walid, by the way.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So
we're crazy, you know.
Walid and Siham. So Siham is my best friend for now. So since then, she became my best friend, Saudi woman. So she introduced me a lot into the Saudi culture, actually. Yeah.
That's interesting.
And then I became friends with them. And then they were inviting me here. So that's how my journey to Saudi Arabia starts.
All right, okay.
Like with a friendship, you know?
Yeah. So you guys obviously do the commercial in London, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna come here. What happened? How did you finally settle in Saudi Arabia?
So then I was in Dubai, and they were like, come to Saudi, experience Saudi in winter. So like come to, I think it was December. Or something like, I remember it wasn't summer. So I was in Riyadh, and I came here for like maybe a week, and then we visited, and then they showed, okay, here will be a big park, here is a lot of happening. So then they introduced me to this Vision 2030, actually.
Interesting.
So we went to Boulevard, so they actually like started to show me how Riyadh is changing, you know, and I can say that like me coming like 4 years ago and now it's like a big difference. Like even me like being on the set, like in communication with the people, it's like the things are changing a lot. And I'm shocked how quick it is, to be honest.
Rapidly, we're just, you know,
yes.
very high paced when it comes into, I believe, every sector, you know. I want to speak about your sector specifically, filming, right? Like filming and directing. I think this sector also has been booming, right? Like the Authority of Entertainment under His Excellency Turki al-Sheikh has been really focusing a lot on that sector too as well, you know, and trying as much as possible to, you know, take it to different levels. How do you see it at the moment? And tell me about what do you do? What kind of work did you do here? You know, did you work with Saudi actors? Did you know? I would love to know some insights about that.
Sure. So what I would say, a lot of things happening, right, in Saudi, a lot of constructions and everything. And I would say, like sometimes when I live in compound and I meet some people, and usually it's like consultants or like, and they're like, what do you do? And I'm like, I'm a producer. They're like, oh, wow. I'm like, guys, you're building. I need to promote it. You know, someone needs to show what's happening, actually. So that's why these two sectors, I think, are growing simultaneously because things are changing. And like, you need to show to the world what are the changes, right? So you need to show, I don't know, the new constructions, you need to show, like, you need to give commercials.
Absolutely.
Right?
Like the line where we see how they're doing all these things.
Yeah, so that's like, this is part of my job. This is like one part, right? I don't know, if you want to talk a little bit about some of the fun projects that I did or like...
Yeah. You know, I've heard you've been pretty active, and it's been very we try to get you. You know, you have a very tight schedule, and then so obviously you're doing a lot of different things. That's always good. You know, but what are the most, I would say, significant and fun projects as well? Like, you know, you met a lot of people, I believe, from players to, you know, actors, all these things.
Yeah, so like I would talk a little bit about the commercial part, okay?
Yeah.
And then I will talk a little bit
Sure.
maybe about my plans and what was actually
Sure.
why I wanted to come to Saudi Arabia,
Yes.
and like what's the passion? What's like
That's
yeah.
that's
So
awesome,
we
yeah.
say, we creative people say that there is like the creative part when you want to do movies, but sometimes, you know, creative people, they also need to earn a little bit of money. You know, our sector,
We're passionate,
unfortunately.
but we need absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So I joined recently a creative agency, so we're doing quite a lot of commercials. But before I joined fully, I also was here on a business visa. So I was coming like in doing some small projects. So one of these projects was a commercial for Alula tour. So-
Alula.
Yes.
Nice. Alula tour.
Alula tour. It's a cycling. So I'm doing, I'm training for triathlon. Triathlon is swimming, biking,
running, a lot
and
of
running.
things. Yeah.
Yeah, so Alula
Wow.
tour is cycling. It's like a very famous cycling tour.
Yeah.
So, and I really wanted to go to Alula, to see Alula, because everyone knows, like
Alula.
around, everyone knows this mirror, Mariah,
Yeah,
everyone
Mariah,
knows,
yeah.
right? So in January, we went to Alula to do a commercial for Alula tour. And what was shocking, it was so cold that I had to wear more clothes that I was wearing back in London, you know? So we...
It was colder than you expected.
It was extremely cold. Guys, if you think that Saudi Arabia is only hot, no. Like, I had like double layer. I had like a big jacket, a hat. It was like extremely hot. And we were shooting basically this commercial. I think this was one of like the really coolest projects because we brought cyclists. And we were like filming in Hegra, we were filming in Old City,
Yeah.
so we were filming on all those famous spots. We were filming in Maraya. So my job is amazing because I also can see the things, you know, I can travel.
Yeah, you get access. You're seeing all these, you know, absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but what I can say, like there are foreign people, right? Like me working here, but there are also a lot of Saudis, like starting to grow into this industry. There is no like proper film university, but people go abroad. There are a lot of people going to London, studying and coming back, which is amazing. So like, and the people, like the diversity is so great that like I feel myself like on the international film shoot, you know, like commercial shoot. Like almost everyone speaks English. When people don't speak, I know some words in Arabic like halas, mumtaz.
I got you.
Inshallah.
Inshallah is the best way. Always use it, you know.
Yeah, so this was a really fun project.
Yeah.
And then there was another project. I did it for Talisca, for a football player. He was in Al Nassr playing with Ronaldo.
Talisca, of course. Yeah. He's a Brazilian football player. Ronaldo.
Yeah. So it was last year. So I was contacted. They were looking for a person who speaks Portuguese. So he speaks Portuguese Brazilian. His team only was speaking Brazilian. So his team flew here. And we did some music videos here for him. So he's also a rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you guys did it in Riyadh.
in Riyadh.
Awesome.
In Riyadh.
That is awesome. I think I probably saw it. You know, I think his videos obviously came out. I think it was in the summer, and you know, everyone was surprised. He's a soccer player, football player, and now he's you know.
Really
doing
cool guy
this.
though.
Yeah. How was that experience like? Did you go to the club, or you guys did it outside of the club?
No, nothing with the club. So there was actually, this is an interesting thing. So he's Talishka, right? In the club.
Yeah.
And then he was like, guys, on the set, please call me Spark, because this is his artistic name.
Okay.
So, and he was like, please, like, separate this. And we had like a meeting, all the crew, and we were like, no one calls him like Talishka. No one goes and signs the T-shirts, please. Today, we're working with Spark.
Okay.
Everyone respected it till we call rep. Then guys, obviously.
Pictures
like,
and selfies
pictures
and
selfies.
yeah.
But he was super nice, like super easy to work with. Like one music video, he just came for like 6 hours. He was like, okay guys, like I have 6 hours. We were like, we need to shoot the full music video with you. So what we did, we shot on one location.
Okay.
And what we did, we shot on one location, and then we jumped into the car. We put the car rig. So while we were driving from one location to another location, we shot another scene in the car because we didn't have enough time.
You guys did it when it was, he's inside the car. Just you guys do, wow.
Yeah, so he basically, the car is driving. And what we did, because obviously like we needed the camera was rigged. So the window is open. So you see that there is someone, right?
Yeah.
So what we did, we were shooting, there were a lot of cars. So this is the main car. So we had like 2 cars up front, 2 cars like behind. So they, like all our cars were surrounding. So we didn't want, because imagine like people know him, right?
Yeah.
So we were driving through
you guys
all
just did it on the way. That's creative. That's definitely creative.
And like with the cameras, obviously like people like could see film, like so one car like with this was really fun.
That was fun. Is he good? Is he a good rapper? His music?
Well, I think, you know,
Spark.
Talented person is talented as in everything.
Yeah.
And I spoke with his wife on the set.
Wow.
She was with us on the set. And she told that it actually was his childhood dream.
Really?
Yeah. So he wanted to be a rapper, not a footballer.
Interesting.
So he became a footballer to become a rapper.
Very interesting. Very interesting. He's definitely talented, as you said. You know, I think he's a great soccer player. Did you ask him about your fellow countryman, Cristiano Ronaldo? Did you talk to him about that or no?
Well, I told, you know what? I wish I could work with Ronaldo one day.
Why not? You know.
No.
Why not?
Yeah, but. So when you introduced me, you said that I'm Portuguese, right? So I have a Portuguese passport.
Yeah. I think you can share that story, please.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I was born in Soviet Union, in the country that doesn't exist anymore.
Okay.
And in my passport, actually in Portuguese passport, it's written USSR.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like
Interesting.
it's not written like any like USSR, right? It's a lot of different countries, right? So it's not written like the country. It's written like USSR in all my documents because I was born in USSR.
Yeah.
You know? And then I moved to.
But like I think USSR, all of the Soviet Union, like the Soviet Union, obviously, previously now is like different countries.
Russia, Ukraine,
Serbia,
Latvia, Estonia, Litva, Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
It's all this like it was
so
big.
so you're multicultural, I would say, right? So you're from like, you know, Soviet Union, and then you went to Portugal and you studied film school in London, and now you're in Saudi Arabia. What a career, what a culture. You definitely had a life, like your career, your career, you know, interesting. Can I ask you, was it a passion? How did you like, you know, you grew up in Soviet Union, right? Before you went there to Portugal. When did you know, like, you know what, I might be a film producer, you know?
So I think, you know, you really like, I don't have kids, but like when a person have a kid, you really need to notice like what a kid likes. I always loved cameras, always. And I had a camera till my little sister sit on it and destroyed the camera. We still have a joke about it. So I really wanted. I was like filming all the family events. But, you know, like we have in my culture, like to be creative, it's a little bit not that easy, you know? So my dad always was telling me, first, you get a proper education.
Okay.
So I have a master degree in information technologies.
Wow.
Okay. So this is the first master. And I did work in in IT company.
Oh, really?
For some time. It
Okay.
was like 1.5 years.
Okay.
Yes, and then...
That you studied in Portugal, IT, and then you worked there for a while?
No, I studied IT back in Russia.
Back in Russia, okay.
Yes, and then from Moscow, I moved to Portugal.
Okay.
So I knew that I don't want to do what I was doing. And, you know, when like I was 20-something, like very young.
Yeah.
And you just like... I went for vacations to Portugal, and I was like, that's a nice country.
Yeah.
I'd love to stay here.
Yeah.
And I saved a little bit of money. And I was like, I want to explore, you know, because you always think,
Absolutely.
like when you're young, you can always come back. You
Yeah.
have parents, they like, okay, things didn't work, no worries.
I'll come back. I'll come back home, Mom. You know.
Come back,
You
all
know,
good.
Giving me breakfast, lunch, all
Yeah.
good. No worries. Yeah.
So I came to Portugal and I studied Portuguese language. In 1 year, I learned Portuguese language. And I did a small video for the university. So with this video, they won a scholarship from some fund.
Okay.
So they gave me all the money back for the education that I paid. And then I was like, okay, great.
Thank you. I'll take it. Yeah.
I learned Portuguese in 1 year. I'll take it.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do filmmaking. So I went and I studied 1 year in Portuguese language filmmaking course.
Okay.
I did a filmmaking course. And that's what I wanted to do. And then what's happened, my dad came to me and he said, okay, Anastasia, you need to be a serious woman. Maybe we can buy you a house, you can build a family, okay, in Portugal. I said, no, I want to go to study in London. He said, okay. I said, this money that you want to pay my house, I'll take this money and I'll pay for my education in London. He said, it's your money, you can do whatever you want. I said, okay. So instead of buying a house in Portugal, and the education in London, we know it's very expensive.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, so I went and I studied in London, in the London Film School.
Wow.
It was
Very
tough.
big school, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, it was tough time, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
when I had a proper student time, like I paid for my school and I didn't have money. So
All right, I finished. I graduated. You know, I got education. So you got a master's degree. You went to the best school, best film school in London. And then you told us that you came here, came to Riyadh, and all this happened. Now, did like your I feel like, you know, are you accomplishing your dreams here? Are you accomplishing what you want right now? Like you're like here in Kenya, you're like, you know what, this place, I think I can accomplish a lot of things that I want.
okay, so I always feel like I always dream big, and I always like I do crazy things sometimes. Like my mom is like, okay, if she wants, she will get it, you know. I had like a dream when you study in a film school, you have this passion. Like you watch a lot of movies, and you're like, oh my God, I want to be, I don't know, the next Quentin Tarantino,
Yeah.
Gaspar Noé, you know, or like someone like
Yeah.
really. I want to
Yeah.
like.
Mario
And-
Puzo, the Godfather guy, I forgot. Whatever.
And then you like Coppola, Francis Ford Coppola.
Yeah, Francis Coppola.
Yes, or his daughter.
Yes, she's obviously also well.
Also fantastic. So, and then you like, okay, I want to do movies, right? But then to do movies, it's actually like quite expensive, to be honest. And then you need to do a lot of short movies. So it is the path to get to like do a movie, right? So you need to do a lot of short movies, write the movies, go to film festivals. So like try to get the recognition, you know? And then trust me, like your first movie is not going to win Oscar. Not even first, not even the second, maybe not even the 10th. Okay, so you need to do a lot. But then at the same time, like the writing scripts, it's a time consuming. So to do a short movie, like for example, you need like minimum 1 month like to write a script, right? Then you polish the script, then you can like raise money. We did some crowdfunding
You write the
campaigns.
script yourself. You don't just direct it. You're involved also in the script.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I think a director needs to write the script. I need at least like your first idea, and then you can work with the screenwriters, right? Then you can invite. Obviously, if
Okay.
you're not an English-speaking person, then you invite. They polish like your English and everything.
Yeah.
Then you need to get some money to do a short movie. You at least need £10,000 I would say $15,000 at least. Okay. And then you need to get some money for this. So maybe crowdfunding campaign. Then it goes to like 2-3 months, maybe 4 or 5. Then you do a movie, then you send it to festivals, and then at the same time you need to eat something, right?
You still need to eat, obviously, to survive. Yes.
Yeah, to survive. So then, like, and we did a lot of short movies, right? We did some movies in Portugal. We went to Palm Springs. I did. It's a very funny story. I did one fashion movie. We did it back in Russia, but it was in English. Very, very short, 4 minutes. I I was, I think, almost in all the fashion film festivals and
Okay.
won lots of prizes. Yes, and then you want to write, like I wrote a feature movie. It still haven't happened. So why Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
I told that I met this director who wanted to do a movie here, right? And she was like, I just want to do a movie in the desert. We don't need anything. We just need a crew, a desert, and a main actor.
Okay.
And her story actually was like, you could do it in the desert. Like, you don't need much, right? So then I was thinking, okay, why not come here and try to explore, maybe to connect with some people here? Because you can do, like, Dune was filmed in a desert, right? You can do a lot of sci-fi movies in the desert. Like, you can bring the international crew here.
Absolutely.
You can, like, it's a lot of things can be done here, right? So I am still exploring this. Like, in the meantime, like, I'm working as in the agency, as I said. But in the meantime, we have a really fantastic script with a UK producer.
Okay.
Yes, it's a feature movie. It's all set here in a desert.
Really?
Yes, so we trying to like find some money for it.
Okay.
And it's not that difficult. It's not that easy, but it's absolutely doable. You know. So yeah. So this is maybe one day.
One day there'll be a film here in Saudi Arabia, filmed in obviously desert. So probably Riyadh, you know, in the areas around Riyadh, you know, where it's gonna be mostly shooted. I would imagine. You know.
So
what is it about? What is it like? Can you give us? Can you share with us?
yeah, like a little bit.
Yeah,
like a,
yeah,
like a
obviously,
teaser.
yeah.
So basically, there is this belief
Okay.
that there are some ghosts in the desert.
Okay.
That someone, like Jinn, lives in a desert,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
Saudi
Yeah,
people believe in
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
So it's a little bit based on this, that a group of people go into a desert, something is happening with them, and like it all starts as an adventure, and then it's like goes into a thriller,
Whoa.
you know, and then they try to survive.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, and
Is
then
it is it in English? Can it be all in English, like English actors, or is it gonna be a local like a
So
Saudi actors, or is it gonna be like English actors or?
yeah, so what is great about filmmaking is that you can
Mix.
you can mix.
Yeah.
For example, it's a story in English, right? And it's a foreigners who coming here, but they interact with Saudi people.
Okay.
Okay, and everything is happening here in Saudi Arabia. So this is amazing because you can shoot it in English, so everyone in the world can watch it. But then you can also show the Saudi culture,
Yeah.
show the Saudi like stories, beliefs, these myths, you know.
These myths, yeah, but I mean, that is interesting. You know, you got me now. I want to see it. You know, do it so I can see it. You know what I mean. If you need an actor, give me a call. You know, I'll be, you know, I'll get in shape and maybe come do some scenes. I don't mind. Wow, what a story. So, how do you see your career here so far? Like living here, life here. How's it like for you?
Some people.
You seem like a very optimistic, happy person with a lot of energy. You know, especially you said triathlete. I'm like, wow, she really takes care of herself.
Yeah, you know, when people when I say, okay, I live in Saudi Arabia, there are a lot of questions always, you know, but like I found my style here, my lifestyle here. So there are compounds. I live in a compound. Now I moved into a little bit bigger one. I will explain you why. The reason is because it has a swimming pool. So I can go outside in the morning. It's a 20-meter swimming pool, and I can do my laps.
Oh wow!
You know?
Okay. No.
And then I moved to a compound which is very close to a sport boulevard, to the
Okay.
sport next to the airport.
Yeah.
So I can jump in the car with my bicycle and go and cycle there.
Yeah, and go and cycle there. Yes.
You know, so
That is
I build
smart.
my life in the way
Yeah.
that like I work.
And
on
you
the
found
projects.
here obviously you said like the swimming pool, sports boulevard. So all the resources is next to you to build your life around.
Yeah, so it's like it's building, you know. Like when I
yeah.
just came, for example, we were going next to Diriyah in Wadi Hanifa. We were cycling there because the cycling roads were still not open. This was opened last year. So now this is really cool. Like there is one which is going from Sport Boulevard, Diriyah, to Wadi Hanifa, and you can cycle and you can run there. And this is amazing. And
Man, I gotta go to these places. You know, a lot of people tell me, but and you know, I heard, but I never went. You know, I definitely need to try it out. Yeah.
And then, so in terms of there are a lot of projects, as I said, right, and a lot of interesting projects. So the other day we were filming in Diriyah inside the Al Turayf. Yes, and we were filming like in the museum. So it's very, like my job is very interesting because it's every day you're doing something new. You're doing a new project. You meet new people, right? So this is very like interesting. We also shoot, I fly on Sunday to London because we film Saudis in London.
Interesting. Saudis in London. Okay.
Yes. So we filmed there.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
It's a lot happening.
Wow. You know, I mean, you're saying you will go to Al Ula, Maraya, and all these great places, Diriyah. You know, so you get to learn also a lot about this country, its culture, its heritage. You know, Diriyah obviously is where the Saudi Arabia all began. You know, it's where over 300 years ago, the first Saudi. So that is very interesting. And so you go in London, some work, come back here, you know, life is good. What if someone asks you, you know what do you like? Where do you see yourself next couple of years? Or, you know, what's like your ambition or your goals, let's say, you know, to do in the next couple of years? Where do you see yourself? In Riyadh, in a compound, chilling, you know, doing 2-3 big movies, Oscar winner, podcast show with Walid, life is good, you know, earned your name, you know, financially doing good, everything's great. How do you like view it?
Definitely big movies.
Yeah.
But you know, when something like really bad happens with us, right? We always like think, okay, what I really want to do in my life, right? Last year, I was cycling. I fell from the bicycle, broke my elbow, had a very big surgery, and I was like in my bed for like 1 week on pills, like, you know, daydreaming, like terrible. And I was thinking, I really want to do movies, but I really want young filmmakers. I really want to help young filmmakers. You know, because like it is such a difficult path into filmmaking world.
I would imagine.
It is such a difficult to be an artist. Like, you know, not only your family not supporting you, like it is very, very difficult. So it is important to give a chance to young people and encourage them to like do the movies, you know, and especially now with AI, with a lot of new things that are happening. Like you can do like the creativity, like it's crazy. Like the projects you can do are crazy. But sometimes, you know, like you need this small support. Like when you reach, okay, I haven't done like a feature movie like myself yet, but I worked on some movies already. I worked on some like TV series, you know, I think I'm capable already to like share my knowledge. And it is very important sometimes when like, you get the knowledge you share, and then you can grow. So because you like a cup, you know, so you're full. You need to share, and then like more water can come inside.
That
you
makes
know?
sense.
So like, and then with teaching, you can learn yourself. So what I would say, I would really love to like do a proper big movie with like indie filmmakers here, like with young guys. You know, because sometimes we think like. What I've heard, okay, you come here and you say, guys, I want to do a movie. And they're like, okay, bring us American stars, I don't know. Like, you don't need this. Like, guys, you do need this, definitely. You do need this.
Like you see the Saudi Film Festival, Joy Awards. Some, you know, I saw John Travolta come. A lot of big names, a lot of big actors from the U.S. were here last year as well. You're right, and you do need it to, to promote that. There is Joy Award, there's Saudi Film Festival, there's the sector, but maybe for the young generation, they don't need it. They can just work on building new names or their own names.
I think there should be some sort of like institution,
Okay.
Some sort of like, I don't know, maybe fund. I think the Red Sea Film Festival,
Yes,
I think they have a fund.
They do.
But like a lot of people say on Instagram, they send me messages and they're like, oh, I have a script, can you read it? Can you please support us? So I don't know, like I feel like there should be some way when like a person wants to do a movie and he can go, I don't know, to someone.
Something like Hollywood, but in Saudi Arabia, in Riyadh.
Something like some institution in
Riyadh. I think there's like Authority of Entertainment is opening. Like that was actually my next question to you is, how do you see the filming sector here? Like, I know there's been a lot of work on it, and we're seeing a lot of new movies, Saudi movies that are coming up, and fantastic movies, super funny for the Arabic speaker. Obviously, you're like, what is? Yeah, he's just funny. And then you see like this Joy Award, the Saudi Film Festival. So there is obviously care about, a lot of it, as you say, it might be for marketing the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia or others, but it still impacts also that, what we believe in filming and arts and artists, and we want to see more artists in the Kingdom, young generation, Saudis, and they are being supported. I saw a lot of artists, maybe who already made it, but they are being supported to create new local movie. But how do you see the Saudi Film Festival here, and especially someone with your knowledge and experience? I mean, you studied obviously filming, and you're already a successful director and producer at the same time. How do you see it? How do you evaluate it? And what do you see coming next? What do you think should be added?
I think there are a lot of young, talented people.
Really?
A lot.
That is like you saw some people who tell like the.
Yes, a lot of like. When I talk and I say, okay, I work in Saudi Arabia, they're like, oh, how is the sector, like the filmmaking sector? And I'm like, no, it's great, guys. Actually, like, there are a lot of production companies, a lot of people, like, working. I have a lot of, like, small videographers coming with their cameras, because sometimes we shoot a small videos, coverage, and they're doing great. Like, so I think what's needed. You were right. There are like this funny. You have this like Arabic funny style videos, movies which came from YouTube as well a lot, right? And now it's like into filmmaking.
Yeah.
I think it.
And it's trending, right? It's getting some views. Yeah.
I think it should be more like international. That would be great, because you have these movies. They are in Arabic. For you guys, for your audience,
exactly,
right?
Exactly.
But like for us foreigners there, we don't see this.
You see me, podcast so, Walid. just me. You're like, well, I know about Saudi. Watch podcast so, watch Walid. Yeah.
Or like those funny videos like technology.
Yeah, exactly,
Everyone knows this. This is amazing. No, but it's a joke.
I agree with you.
But this, if it would be like some more international, like collaborations, that would be great.
100%, and I think it's coming. I think it's coming, and I hope I see you direct something like this too.
Definitely.
I feel like I saw your enthusiasm. Obviously, your passion, authentic, love for this. For Saudi Arabia, I can feel there's good energy. I'm very happy and glad that you're settling in, how you want, lifestyle-wise, all of it. But you know what I'm thinking? To us, right? To us, specifically in the filming sector, I would say, or in the artists and others. This to us is like 10,000 miles, right? Because if you go 15, 20 years back, there was not even any cinema theaters, or right. So to us, this is like already, you know what I'm saying. But you're right. We are moving really in a fast, rapid speed. We obviously have, the country has the resources, financial resources, and also as well capabilities to do it. But I think it would be great. I would love to see something, a mix international, global, because this is how Saudi Arabia is actually, marketing itself, right? Yes, they still hold on to their identity, authentic. There's development. There's this. There's that. But we are, that love. But we want, to see the country more diverse and more definitely different cultures. And Vision 2030's goal is, I believe, by 2030, the Crown Prince, the Crown Prince, said that about 50% of Saudi Arabia will be between Saudis and foreigners. So, yeah, I think it's coming. You're gonna do it for sure.
Yeah, there is. I know that there are like this 40% tax rebate. It's when a foreigner coming and filming here, and then the money that they spend here, then the Saudi Arabia gives them back. So,
oh, really?
Yeah.
So I didn't know that. That's interesting.
There is this.
Yeah. If they come, they spend. They give it back to them.
Yeah, the Saudi Arabia. So basically, if a foreign production comes and films, like if we do our movie when we do our movie in a desert, right? So like as a UK production company will come here, will film here, then all the money that we will spend here, then this 40% from this money, then the Saudi Arabia, like there is this tax rebate, something, yeah. So basically the money will, they get back.
That's the best marketing, Now I think all the producers will come do it, So they pay $1 million and get 400,000 back.
It's good.
It's nice.
Usually they do it like, so for example, you do a movie and then you get the money back, so you can do the post-production with it. Because the post-production is actually a very expensive part.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So that's why. So I know like that they're building studios in Neom, this is one hub where it's going to happen.
I didn't know this.
And then there is Alula and also like Film Commission Alula. So they supporting, there is Film Commission Riyadh.
Yeah, Film Commission.
They supporting. So when I was looking for a job, I actually emailed them telling, guys, I really want to be a bridge between foreigners in Saudi. Do you have any jobs? I didn't get there. I don't know if my CV reached.
That email, maybe.
Yeah, maybe it got
maybe
lost.
Maybe it didn't went, it didn't, yeah.
Yeah, so
obviously.
But this was like this, if I'm thinking about my career here, this would be like amazing. This would be like dream career, to look for like young people here, young creative people who have scripts, support them in a way, like maybe with some international support or maybe collaboration.
Yeah.
Maybe it can be like a Saudi screenwriter and then like a foreign director coming and directing the movie, and like having like a hub here, but make it in a way that it would be a little bit more easier, because usually like you write the script, it is so difficult. With like to make a short movie, you need like from $5,000 to $10,000. It's really not a lot of money.
Yeah.
If you count like, okay, give me $100,000 and I'll give you 10 movies. These 10 movies will go to film festivals, right?
Wow.
And from these 10 movies, for sure, 1 or 2 or 3 movies will get somewhere.
With $100,000, you can do 10 movies?
Yeah, you can do 10 movies. Okay. Short movies. To get into the film festival, you don't need to do 20, I did a short movie 4 minutes in one day, and we got a lot of prizes with this movie.
Wow.
So then you don't need to like get there. You don't, yeah.
That's very awesome. Man, it's been really fun, and exciting, and very, to be honest, very sophisticated individual. Obviously, I think you have a lot of great passion to what you do, educated, master in IT, and got a degree here. Your story's just been, at the same time also very inspiring, I would say, right? There's a saying that says that good people always get, what they want. And I think, how I see your path, obviously, you know, I think on the right direction. And when you do the movie, please give me a call, you know, and I want to at least be the first to announce it, you know. Saudi, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll do an interview about it.
You will be one of the extras. I'll give you.
I don't mind. Let me just walk, you know, or a ghost. I want to go, whatever.
We'll talk about it. If the fee won't be too high, you know, if you want,
if you want to be, we'll think about it. But I really appreciate you. Appreciate your time being here. It was really great. And you know, don't be a stranger. You know? Stay in touch.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Walid. It's a pleasure.
Pleasure, dollars. Dear viewers, thank you for watching, and have a great, wonderful, positive day.